What's happening, my little peppers? In a rather unwelcome first for this channel, I've had a run cancelled last minute, which meant I could have been without a video this coming Tuesday. I was meant to be running the Hexham 10K today, however with 2 hours to go it was called off due to heavy rain and standing water. Join me as I enter panic mode. However, I have had a bit of a ultra tips video in mind for a couple of weeks, which I thought I would couple with a rainy but lovely tour of Newcastle's wonderful and plentiful bridges. So let's not let a last minute cancellation get in the way of content creation, and hopefully this is engaging regardless. Oh my goodness, it is a grey and drizzly day. However, what a beautiful place to start. We've got the Baltic behind us, we've got the Sage, you can call it the glass house, but it's still the Sage. Tyne Bridge in the distance, and let's get cracking with this beauty. Woo! Well done, mate. Keep up the good fight. Now Sunday, it's Quayside Market Day, and it's usually absolutely bouncing down here. However, with today's weather, only the hardiest of souls, both sellers and shoppers, have made it out this early in the morning. Oh, it's a grim old day to be a market trader, I think. Oh. Look at this for a spectacle. This is underneath this bridge. Check this out. Hello mate, how you doing? You're upside down. Class. This must be the unofficial or official food section of the market, and it smells absolutely blooming gorgeous on a Sunday morning. My route today started with the Millennium Bridge and is going to do a bit of a zigzag, circuitous kind of journey up over the swing bridge, back up and over the Tyne. We'll get the high level in there somewhere and finishing back with a Redheugh bridge. A word that even after being up here for many, many years, I'm still quite nervous as to whether I'm saying that right or wrong. Echo! Who knows? Geordies, let me know in the comments below. Tip number 1, give yourself plenty of time to prepare and get your kit together, either on the morning of the event or ideally the night before. There are so many little tasks that you need to complete in preparation for an ultra that even if they only take a minute or two, the time can soon add up. I am historically late for absolutely everything. I don't know whether I was born inside a black hole or whether the Greek gods atop Mount Olympus are toying with me for their own pleasure. However, whatever the reason, I am always late. After many years of research, I've found that time and I just don't see eye to eye. And being late for an event just adds unwanted... Trust them to be doing roadworks. And being late for an event just adds unnecessary stress. So prepare accordingly. The swing bridge that once upon a time, according to myth and legend, used to spin on its axis 90 degrees to let boats pass up and down the river, which would have been an absolutely magnificent sight. However, alas, it was before my time. Bottle Bank, the start of a notoriously steep climb out of Newcastle's quayside and into Gateshead, which I will happily use as an excuse or an opportunity for the next tip. Comfort is key. Doing the Yorkshire Three Peaks Ultra, even with my 10-litre pack, I found that there just wasn't enough space, and consequently I wasn't getting food and other bits from my bag often enough. Those up front might favour the minimalist and lightweight approach, but it's not for me. Same with jackets. This is great, but going forward I'm getting one with pockets. You could argue that you've never seen an Olympian cross the line with his hands in his pockets. However, I would counter that with the fact that you've never seen an Olympian visit a Greggs 3 times in one day. I rest my case. On to Tyne Bridge. I've just been soaked by a passing car on the bridge. You might suggest that trying to produce content in the pouring rain next to a busy dual carriageway on a bridge is a bad idea. Well, who needs good ideas anyway? Woo! There's investment happening all over the city at the minute, and whilst it's brilliant to see, I do want to say, keep it cosy, Newcastle. We're small and we're friendly and we're lovely because of it. Let's not do a Leeds or a Manchester just yet. Great in their own right, but they're not Newcastle. They're not Newcastle. Whew. Heading towards the high level bridge now through the city centre. Lovely, look at this. Check this out as you walk around the corner. Beautiful. Woo! Wow. This is where the Bladen race used to start before they changed it. I don't know if they're planning on bringing it back here next year, but my goodness, look at the spectacular architecture here. Okay, as we head towards Bridge 3, let's go with tip 3. And in this case, it is that a GPX watch is an absolute must for some events. Getting lost is absolutely no fun at all. And whilst those paper maps are cute and nostalgic, they're an absolute pain in the caboose to use, and I never used mine once on the Yorkshire Three Peaks Ultra. As technology marches on towards the inevitable rise of Skynet, we might as well enjoy the benefit of knowing where we are on the way. Newcastle, castle! It's not a castle, is it? It's next to the castle. I should know these things. I'd be an absolutely pants tour guide. It's the Black Gate, of course. Not to be confused with the Black Parade, which is an absolutely awesome My Chemical Romance song that is firmly back in rotation after many years in obscurity in our household. Here's the castle. Ta-da! Nice. And an awesome boozer. Even better. Bridge number 3, the high level bridge. Don't let that constant rainfall fool you. This is not a convertible bridge. It's just leaking significantly. Water and probably building materials, pigeon poop and goodness knows what else. Yuck. Still, a magnificent bridge though. Thanks guys. Cheers. And with some of the best views across the river and all the other bridges. You've just got to navigate these floodwaters to get past them. Ah, grizzly. Oh, let's get to the middle and have a good look at this. Cheers mate, thank you. Oh, sorry mate. There used to be a lot of padlocks on here, which is very cute, if a little bit overplayed nowadays. But I reckon they might have taken them down. Oh well, there you go. You would hope that whilst the physical locks may have been removed, the love that they represent is still as strong as ever. I wish you all the best, all those couples who put a lock there, and I hope you're as happy now as you were the day you put them on. Hello there. I just realised we're on bridge number 4, aren't we? I've managed to lose count at 3. An absolutely brilliant mind is at work here. Honestly, it's hard to visualise just how fast my mind works. It's like a trap. Whilst these bridges don't count, it is cool that if you sit in the top deck in the central, you can watch the freight trains go by mere feet away from your pint glass. Very cool, very cool. Long live the boozer, eh? Right, we've got a bit of a dull stretch now. We're out on the 184, heading west up the Tyne towards the Redheugh bridge. Oh, which is a big one and impressive in its kind of utilitarian style. Oh, it's grizzly on this side of the river. Now this is content, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Me, alone, cold, running down a bypass in Newcastle. on a Sunday morning. This is real running. This is Sparta. Okay, next tip, weather. Now, I found that weather can be a way more important factor than you would initially think, especially when you live with rose-tinted glasses on like I do. From your gear selection, to ground conditions and potential trench foot, to maintaining body heat, and also to just generally how long you'll be out on the course because of it. The first step is in accepting Mother Nature's will for the day. The second and important step is ensuring that you are properly prepared, both physically and psychologically, for it. I genuinely love this. Crossing a bridge just at the right time to see a train cross the other bridge. Look at this. I love that. I absolutely love that. If you're lucky, you get 2 passing. It's the little things. It's the little things that keep me happy. Hello! I think a couple wave back. No, I'm good. We'll catch up later. I don't think he's got his headphones in. It's all right. I'll text you. I've never stopped to read this sign. I'm not going to again. Do you know what the world needs more of? Optimism. Today is as good a day as any for an ice cream, evidently. I'll pop back when I've thawed out. There's some Wes Anderson style symmetry to this. Look at that. Magnificent. Okay, without further ado, on to my next top tip, which is company. Again, referring to the Yorkshire Three Peaks Ultra, I would have been in a much, much worse place if it wasn't for bumping into Andrew and the rest of the guys. Oh my God. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh no, I hadn't seen that was a full puddle. You could have warned me that was a puddle. Oh, disaster. Oh, I just thought it looked shiny. Okay, back to my tip. Company. I would have been in a much, much worse place if it wasn't for meeting Andrew and the guys at the back half of the Yorkshire Three Peaks Ultra. And not just because I got lost, and multiple times in fact, but on a morale basis, it means so much to share that adventure with someone. The struggles, the celebrations, the high points, the low points. And it's funny, because even though you met these people briefly, spent a mile with them perhaps, or an hour or two, and may never see them for months, years, or even at all again, that bond remains. Because you and they will always know the day you conquered the Yorkshire Three Peaks, or conquered any event, walking, hiking, short distance, long distance, that company is really, really special. This is an absolutely beautiful outlook. Look at that. You can see 4 bridges. I mean, the GoPro won't do it justice. All of different heights, colours, styles, ages, as a gateway into this fine city. There can't be many other cities on earth that welcome you in this way. I've loved it since the first day I saw it, and I still love it now. On to food. Now, it's important to eat as much as you can during an ultra run, and you'll find that once that food and water gets in and works its magic, the change in you and your energy and morale is visible. It's like you glow. You can see evidence of that in my last video. When I left that checkpoint, I was absolutely bouncing. The more tired you become, the harder it definitely gets to eat, but you've got to get those calories in, because it can make or break a long distance run. You may not know you're failing until it's too late and your energy goes. Minor details matter. Things like ground conditions and elevation are a huge deal when it comes to ultra running. Over 10k, things like bogs and little climbs might just be something to grumble about when you finish. War stories, if you will. However, at 50k plus, these minor details can add up to literal hours of additional running. What might have been a 7-hour race on the flat in summer on good going quickly becomes a 12-hour slog that you didn't know you were in for. Hey, the mark is picking up, isn't it? Come on, you northerners. We're not going to let a bit of rain spoil a splendid Sunday morning at the quayside. Nice. My final tip for today is to make sure that you are prepared for after the run. I was rushing the morning of the Yorkshire Three Peaks, and as such, whilst I had all my comfy gear in my car, I was keen to get registered. I saw all the other runners with bags of stuff for afterwards, but I thought, hey, the car's on you. few hundred metres away, go get it afterwards. Fast forward 12 hours and I was cold, and whilst I should have been able to relax in the snuggly comfort and my big fleece and Crocs, they were in my boot, so I stood shivering instead. And on that note, we are back almost where we started. We're going to cross the Millennium Bridge to finish, so let's bring it in, eh? Oh, and that's a wrap. Let's rocky these stairs because it's still fun to do so. 1, 2, 3. Job well done. How is this for timing? I'm about to bump into Al from No Club Running Club. Al, looking good. Love the swag. How you doing? Is this new? This is new. Give us a spin.
Mate, waterproof on the front.
I love the colours. Look at this in the rain with white shoes. Balling.
Mate,
nice.
Nothing like a few baby wipes.
Oh, so that is a wrap. I hope that this isn't too bad content for Tuesday, and if you do have any other tips or advice, please feel free to share them in the comments below. I always enjoy the conversation. Normal service will resume next Tuesday, which will be the Tommy 10K with Wild Deer events. Until then,